All right, guys. So welcome back to another video. I know I haven't posted in a while. I've been going through some complications. I've been working on building these accounts, and it's kind of been hurting because I have taken some. I got some payouts rejected, like 2 payouts rejected, and yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys that, but I want to show you guys why consistency beats short-term problems and how I plan on overcoming these payout rejections. So first, we're on my 100K account. We got the account in September. We lost 396 for the month. And I'm gonna go through this from an actual consistency like perspective, which is not day to day, not week to week, but month to month and long term. So like 6 months to a year ish, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Because I still have the account, obviously. So still working on it. So 396, negative 396 for September. October we came in. And I want to show you guys some lessons too. So you guys see one trade right here, one trade, which is good. We took our loss, we walked away. October we were up 1656, whatever, 1600, and we took a $600 loss, took a $1600 win. Our best day was $2500. Our worst day was 1300 with a 40% win rate, so that's pretty efficient. We have a $2500 win, $700 loss, $1300 loss. Very small losses compared to our wins. Still 1 to 2 trades a day. Good consistent trading. On November, we had 4,000 in total, P&L. Best day is 2,000. Worst day is 2,900. 62% win rate. This is because you'll see. So even though we're up on it on November, this is so 1,400, 1,600. But the most important thing is not the numbers; it's the amount of trades I taken, or I have taken. So sorry about that. So one trade, one trade, one trade, two trades. But you can see right here, I started sizing up a little bit. And that's due to overconfidence. I almost felt like I got the skill set down packed. I can do that. That's incomplete. That's incorrect. You feel me? That's a completely false logic, and it's not correct. And I understand why it's not correct. You know what I'm saying? I use my mental framework. If you guys don't know, you guys can go and get the book, The Mental Game of Trading. I use the same mental framework plus my own psychological/philosophical studies alongside of that, which is how I'm able to perform elite level psychology even through these ups and downs, which I'm gonna show you guys later in the video. So we took a little hit, and I immediately checked myself. And this is why I say elite level psychology, because, or I should say, elite level cognitive or cognition abilities, because it really comes down to like your thinking, your decision making, and being able to stop yourself right then in the moment. Not really the psyche of why I did it and why this and that, but more so, can I do it? And if I can, what am I using to do it? So this weekend we came in, and this is a Friday. First of all, I don't even trade Fridays, so that's all rep number one, broken rule. Then I'm oversizing to get my money back, another broken rule, and I'm understanding now. So in the weekend, I come in there to 22 on the 23rd, which is Saturday and Sunday. I come in and I'm basically going through my mental sheet. I'm asking myself, why did we do this? What did it benefit us? Is that logic correct? Why is that logic not correct? You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking down my logic of the decisions I made so I can get to the root of the problem. That I did what I had to do, came in this week, or came in that week on Monday, $2,200 win, 2 trades. I took 5 trades this day. I think I had multiple positions, so that's why I did that. And so it really was like two trades, I think. Maybe 3 trades. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe 3 trades. But I think 2 trades. So $900 profit and a $2,000 profit. So we got 4,000 for this month. I did get my payout rejected for this payout right here. I did get this rejected, but I'll talk to you guys about that later in the video. So in December, which is last month, we were down 1,300. So we take losing months. You know what I'm saying? This is why I want to show you guys this, because I take losing months. I go on losing streaks. I lose, I lose, I lose. But the difference for me is that I'm the best loser. That's it. And I'm not saying like I'm the best trader, but the best loser wins, basically. That's the philosophy I'm working with. Because I'm understanding that one loss could equal greater wins. 2, 3 losses could equal greater wins. Right here, this is a bad trade. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is back into that overconfidence. I don't even think this is overconfidence, but I think that I came in risking too much due to the winners I had, and I got a payout rejection. So that payout rejection kind of stimulated me to go and take more risks once again, trying to get that money back. because I know I have a skill set. But however, just because I know I have a skill set doesn't mean now I'm starting to misuse the skill set where now I don't even have a skill set because it's not a skill to over risk. That's not a skill. It's not a skill to not be able to handle those payout rejections. But it is a skill to be able to well, it is a skill, but it means you're not good at the skill. And however, I am good at the skill, but I am a human, so I get these feelings. However, that's why I check myself once again immediately. The difference is that I stop myself after one day. After one day, I immediately see it and I'm breaking it down. So I didn't trade the next day because I'm like, I need to take a break. Even if I feel like I'm good enough, that's still not good enough for me personally. I know I don't. That's just not how the brain works. The brain needs to cool down. It needs to self-regulate. So Wednesday, I took a small loss. I took two trades. I think I one trade and I took a loss. And you guys can see this is a like a negative risk to reward right here once again. So that's probably how this was still in a still negative even after taking a loss and a win, which is not good. But I'll talk to you guys about that later in the video. So this day on Thursday, we took a small winner. I was getting a little anxious about like is December gonna be choppy, so I was a little bit sizing down a lot. And I think on this trade, I think I sized down to the point where I basically took the advantage away from myself by sizing down in times where I should have kept the same risk, basically sticking to the same risk. That was the problem this month because I was trying to weigh out December market conditions and trying to figure out. I don't want to get chopped into like the holiday trading, so or holiday market movement because the players and participants are obviously leaving, which is the volatility is gonna leave right with them. So then I didn't trade Friday, of course. Of course, you see I trade Friday right here, but we're gonna talk about this. So Saturday, Sunday, blah blah blah. $1,000, three trades. That's not really too good either. On a Monday, that's not really too good. Excuse me. We take a small loss, one small loss, 0.5% of the account, $500. That's nothing. One trade, and we walk away from that. That's a good risk management. Good, just being a good trader. Knowing how to handle your emotions and walk away is what you need to do. We take a 16 or 1.6 loss this day. We get our money back the next day, which is technically not good. It still goes into this negative risk to reward. However, it does show I'm consistent, but it shows I'm moving my risk around, which is a big problem because if I'm going for 2 to 1s, it shouldn't be the same as this unless I size down to 750 and do things like that. But once again, it was that holiday, and maybe I mean, I don't really care. I'm not even gonna act like I really don't personally care because it just doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? I know that I know what I was doing, and I know this isn't like the main problem. So, 2,000, come back in 500, whatever, blah blah. $13. We took break even trades on this day. I could have had a 3K win, and actually this day set me off too. So this is the problem. These are like the emotional problems. Me lowering my risk was one of the problems. However, it's more of I get urges. My main problems right now that I'm seeing, even by just breaking down my calendar, is that I get urges when I take when I get like payouts rejected. It makes me very I don't know how to say it, but I get like hyper vigilant. Like I'm like, dang, like it's like almost I feel entitled to having something that I even because I technically I had it. You know what I'm saying? I had the money. I made the money. I did what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to be a good trader, good behavior, and follow my rules, sticking to the system. But you can still get your payout rejected. So these are things that kind of affect me. It really you got to kind of like process it. It's like, dang, like I did everything I was supposed to do, but because of a rule, like I didn't get it, and it's like, and I respect the firms, whatever, but it once again we're talking about just my trading abilities, and so this is one thing that definitely hinders my trading ability. So then we have, but I'm working on that, so that's definitely gonna get fixed. So I took a break even here. I held to a 4 hour level. Price went to 2 to 1, but I didn't take out. That was a big problem. And it's mainly because of these trades right here. This and this trade that led me to still trying to because I still didn't get out of drawdown. I was in drawdown right here. You guys can see 2,400. This is almost 3K in drawdown. So 200,000. I'm still in drawdown. Then I hit these trades. I'm still in drawdown. And this is just a break. It's really just even with this. So I'm still in drawdown from this trade, and then these losses, and then I come in here, hit this trade, I hit this trade, that pretty much clears this run out. These help a little bit, and then this right here, and now I'm pretty much getting back into break even. So this day right here, I was up 3K on the count, and then I came right back to break even because I let it come back to break I was at break even on the account, and I let the trade come back to break even too. So that like uh I don't know how to say it, but it just like it just like set a switch off. Like I just wanted to get the money back basically. And 1800, I took an $1,800 loss this day, Friday, because I forced, you guys can see clearly, 4 trades. That's out of my like two, 3 trades, 2 trades, 2 trades, 1 trade, 4 trades. That's a big problem. That is complete no no. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that's not allowed. It's not acceptable. I don't even play with myself about that stuff. Like I'm very serious about this. And that hurts me. That hurts me to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just hurts. Like I said, if you want something, you treat it like you want it. You don't say you want something and then treat it like for your own benefit. Because the strategy has rules. It has certain requirements that I have to stick to. And if I go out of those lines, I'm doing it for my own selfish reasonings. Even if it's something I feel like I can't control or something, it's still self-serving, and that's not okay. So at this point, I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna just stop trading because once again, when I have days like this, like these 1 days, I always take breaks. But since it was already 2 weeks or a week before Christmas, I'm like, okay, I'm just out of here. I'm gonna stop trading. I'm gonna get my mind right, back test, and get this together. And I did that. So I come in on January, and we're here. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's the weekend 18th or the 19th because it's Sunday I'm recording this. But we come in, we take another week off. We come in, we hit 14, 14, and I'm going for one-to-ones at this point because obviously, well, hold on. So you guys can see P&L is 5K, best day is 2,000, and our worst day is 1,000, 71% win rate. So even though I'm going for one-to-ones, I still am able to drop my risk reward is still able to be like a 2-to-1 almost, 1.5 because I know how to cut my losses short with my pro risk management strategy that I will be showing you guys. I'll probably do a full breakdown for you guys because it definitely this is the way that you could turn a 1-to-1 into a 2-to-1 just with risk management, not even the risk to reward tool and trying to just chase profits, but actually just managing your risk and being a good trader. So you guys can see we took a small loss right here. I cut this loss short. I still risk 1,500, but I cut it short because market structure on the lower time frame broke a structural point, so it allowed me to just take out. Even on the higher time frame, where my entry time frame, it looked like just a regular candle. On the 8th, we took a $1,200 win, took a $1,100 loss, $2,000 win, $900 win. And this is the problem. I got rejected for this payout too. And that's where I'm like, pretty much just like, now I'm sitting here really hurt. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, like, completely honest. I am hurting. I'm not like I master my emotions in a way where I know how to handle the hurt. I know that, okay, if I feel angry or I feel these feelings, I know I have to take them and figure out why they're sprouting. You know what I'm saying? Like why did where did that seed get planted inside of me that for it to sprout and then grow into a tree of emotions or like just accumulated emotions, which really dilutes your decision making. So let me show you guys that right now. So this is me getting my payout rejected multiple times in the past, like these past 2 months. So I lost these payouts. They said I risked 2%, which I did. I was over like $11, and that was on December or November. I lost that, and then just recently, January, I lost more money because they said I was tick scalping in a news and basically like UTC time. So like on my calendar, it wouldn't show like the news or red folder, but on their calendar, like the UTC time, I guess it was showing. Well, I see it right here, and it's saying it's showing it, but I mean, even I'm looking right now and I still don't really see it, but I guess it's this FOMC. So I'm still gonna work that out right now. I'm still trying to figure out the UTC versus turn and then convert it into EST or whatever. But basically, I lost like 5 to 7K from payout rejection, so or payout denials. So that's why I'm really hurting because it sucks. It sucks to follow your system and your plan, and like I said, my strategy it just works. Like I don't know. I'm not doing anything harmful, but they're saying that I'm like a risk now, and I have to my account's like being on like the risk team management or whatever. And the funny thing is, I literally show you guys my trades. I do the same thing. like the same thing every day. I took out of a gold trade because I accidentally entered in going from TradingView to Trade Locker. I accidentally went into gold thinking it was US 30, so I had to take out immediately and switch the position. And I only did that one time, and they said I was tick scalping, so they deducted 2K from that. So that was another 2K I lost. And I'm not gonna really talk too much into it. Like I said, I don't want to bash Aquafunded because there is some valid news rules, like I said, but that's why I'm gonna go to where I feel suits me best and my skill set because I know I'm consistent. And this is why I want to show you guys because consistency will always beat short-term problems. Why? Because this is just a minor problem. I can move over to Top Step, and what I'm realizing now is that is the plan basically. The plan for me is to move over to futures and just max allocate and go aggressive. And when I say aggressive, I mean conservatively, just like how I'm doing now. I'm not being aggressive. I'm on a 100K account making 1400, 1200, 2000. It's only 1 or 2%. You know what I'm saying? That I'm losing 0.8%, 1%. I'm not losing something. I'm not doing the two. Like soon as they said that 2K and the 2% roost rule, which was November, I immediately stopped doing that. That was like, and you guys can see right here actually was around this time. I think this was it. Yeah, because I think I took like a two more than a 2K loss. So I think this was it right here, and I immediately stopped. However, they still said my account was like high risk. Then they said the tick scalping, which was just an accidental like position that I took out of, which that really kind of doesn't sit with me right, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's their firm. I'm gonna just have to move on, and that's what I plan on doing. I plan on getting 400K or my fault, 5 accounts because future size different. So 5 accounts with Top Step, 5 accounts with Fund X, and 5 accounts with Lucid. Obviously, this might change a little bit, but my goal is to target prop firms that have end of day trailing drawdown. Top Step does have an intraday trailing drawdown, meaning if it goes up to the high, even if it pulls back, it still is going to count, and it's good. Your trailing drawdown will move up to your highest price. I think that's how it goes, and that's only on the challenge phase. So I'm okay with that. The consistency rule, you guys can see right here, I'm consistent, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really have a problem with that. I could take a 14, 14, 800, 12, and 2000, 2K, 900. This is consistency, you know what I'm saying? I can't see the consistency on this sheet, like, or on the forage prop firms at least, but if I did the math, I could probably, this probably would be, I don't know, but it'd probably be like 50% consistency at least, you know what I'm saying? So at least just 2K for each account. You know what I'm saying? 2K, 2 to 3K, but really 2K because 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 10 is 20. So that that allows me to get like 10 to 20K payouts monthly, which really is my next step in my journey for real, because I'm getting 5K, 6K, 4K payouts, but I'm really trying to get that 10 to 20, really 20K. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm really trying to get like 10, 20, and then from there, immediately trying to go to like 40 to 50K a month payouts. And that's only because I feel like it just matches my consistency and my skill set. So that's basically what I plan on doing. I will make another video, lessons I learned after making 10K from prop firms, and I'll be explaining some details and going further into those payout rejections and like things that I never really thought would come my way, especially with me only risking 1% and sticking to the rules. Immediately, as soon as they tell me something, I immediately switch it over. But somehow I just keep finding a way to get my payouts rejected. Like even then, and then now I'm doing this UTC thing, and at times they would send me emails, and I still wouldn't even see it line up. Like they'll say I'm not gonna get into it. So basically, that's it for the video. I just wanted to break down how consistency beats short-term problems, how the problems that I've been facing with Aquafunded, the money and the consistency I have shown, though I'm still like a high risk trader, I guess, on their back end sheet, and what I plan on doing from here. Because if my behavior isn't getting rewarded here, it just means that this clearly isn't the right, like, the ecosystem that my strategy is suited for. So that's why I'm gonna go to a new ecosystem, which is futures, where it's regulated. They don't have those news rules where even a yellow folder is like breaking the rule because if it's FOMC or a speech or any type of news event. They also don't I don't think they cap your risk, which is how some people are allowed to get like big payouts once they build a buffer. And I'm not even trying to like risk crazy. It's just more freedom. And even though, and it's not even freedom, it's still rules, but I don't really get that feeling from prop firms that all the rules are necessarily there for the traders. I get more of a like it's there to make traders lose because like I just showed you guys, I'm a consistent trader. So I know some of you guys or some people might say like, "Oh, you're just breaking rules. You just got to follow it. It's simple, blah blah blah." But I literally just showed you guys I'm super consistent. Even on losing months, I take it and I move on. I don't get affected by that type of stuff. I don't care about losses. I look at losses like wins. I transfer I rewire my whole mind. Wins to me are wins. Losses to me are wins. At the end of the day, I'm winning. Long as I can follow my system, my strategy, I'm winning. Whether I'm losing quote unquote or not. So if you guys have any suggestions for like futures prop firms I should use, definitely let me know down below in the comments because I'm new to the space, but I'm definitely excited to give you guys new content on a new firm, on a new space, because I see other people trading futures and stuff, and I trade the same pairs. You know what I'm saying? I trade the same pairs, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like a community aspect, and I really rock with it. It's cool to see other people on YouTube and they're trading the same pair you are, trading the same firm you are, and it's like you're catching the same setups. Like that to me is it's cool, and it's like reinforcing that your skill set that you do know what you're doing. You do know what you're looking at. That's really it for the video. I just want to break down you guys my consistency over the last months and why I haven't been posting any videos and what I've just been working on. I want to show you guys my emotional state and how I'm planning on regulating my emotions and staying true to the system and not letting my emotions control me. I showed you guys the aqua funded and the short-term problems I'm having. But once again, consistency over short-term problems because these problems won't affect me because the fact that I am a consistent trader, I can take this to the next thing, which is the move, which is going to future firms to plan on how to escape and get out of this situation I'm in right now. And at that, these same payouts with 5 accounts, I mean, that's my 20K. So that's really what I'm gonna finish it on is never let these short-term problems affect you because your worst problems is where your greatest opportunities lie. And I mean that seriously. Like trader to trader, I mean that because Aquafunda is giving me the permission to realize, okay, on a future firm, I could have been had 5 accounts. It's literally set up for you to copy trade. So all I gotta do is just take the same setup and I'm timesing it by 4 or times it by 5. So that's 4 times 5. That's my literally my 20K a month. So that's how I'm looking at it right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I probably won't get 4K and all those type payouts, but it'll be like 2K, a little bit smaller. But that's why you just keep scaling the accounts, keep scaling the accounts. And that's just it though. So that's where in my case of like I feel like this bad problem or this problem will have my greatest opportunities in it. And this is the greatest opportunity that I'm thinking I'm about to seize really. So that's it for the video. I wish you guys the best in your trading. Shout out all my traders. Comment down below, please. Give me some futures, prop firms, and like suggestions and stuff. Would prefer more end of day trailing drawdown, not real time. That's definitely a no no. Probably not gonna do that at all. And yeah, I mean that's it. So shout out you guys. It's a new year. Keep trading. Keep your head up. Do not let those little logs and those blocks in your way stop you. Those are not blocks. Remember, those are mirrors. These are situations that allow you to see who you are and then better yourself based off that. Whether it shows you that you're revengeful or it shows you that you are a person that might be hard at adapting to diversity, it doesn't matter. Now you know, and now you grow upon it.